Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIII HD walkthrough. This is part 50 and many more to come, and this is the part where we get to play as the new 6th character that I've been talking about forever, and so is Brandon. We get to play as the 6th character, which is Fang, and she is a lassie, and her story is very unique, and she is the sister of Vanille. And if that wasn't explained too fucking bad, I just explained it. Yeah, her and Vanille are sisters, and their story goes deeper into the story as in later parts. I'll explain more about that. But yeah, I guess the major spoiler now is that yes, Vanille and Fang are sisters, and I'm moving my mic around because I'm trying to get some good volume in, and I'm trying not to stutter that much, and all that awesome junk. So, what's going on so far is Snow and Hope are still, you know, moving around, and so is Lightning and Fang, as we are doing right now. And as I mentioned in part 49, Snow says a bunch of stuff that really isn't a good thing to say next to Hope, but he has no idea that, you know, he's responsible. Well, he is responsible, I guess, for his mother's death, but he has no idea that Hope's mother is the one that died, and no idea that Snow has no idea that the one that died was his mother, which is right next to him. So he says a bunch of stuff like, oh, leave the battle up to us dummy grown-ups, and he's like, well, it's funny if someone dies, or something like that, and that's relating to his mother, because that's exactly what happens. His mother's an adult, and he pretty much calls her a dummy, saying that she died, and pretty much kind of taunting his mother, even though he's not aware of it. Like, he has no intention of doing that. He doesn't want to do that, but when Hope's listening to him, that's what it comes across as, and it's very convenient, because it's exactly what happens in Chapter 1. And Hope's like getting like extremely emo at this point. Like, he wants to kill Snow. Legitly wants to kill Snow. He wants to take out that knife and fucking cut his head off. He's like, at this point, he's extremely like offensed, or he's extremely offended by Snow, and he is pretty much at this point planning to legitly kill Snow and maybe himself. So at this point, he's kind of suicidal. I don't know. He's fucked up in the head at this point. I think his mother's death has really fucked up his mind for a little bit, but I said later on in Chapter 7 he comes to his senses and he no longer becomes that fucked up kid. I think he's just really traumatized by his mother's death. He's really traumatized, and that's really the only thing that he can really cling to survive, is getting revenge for his mother. But later on he finds a new thing to cling to, which is where he becomes the awesome character that I enjoyed so much throughout the rest of the game. So Lightning and Fang are on the move, and their goal is to pretty much find Felix Heights, which is this area where Hope's father lives. And Hope's father is badass, okay? He's awesome. His mother was kind of, I don't know, I can't really explain much about her mother because she died very early on in the game, but his father, his name is Bartholomew. I think that's how you say it, Bartholomew Esteem, and he's a badass. And I really hope that in Final Fantasy XIII 2 we see more of him and possibly play as him, because he's a fucking pro. And there's a cutscene coming up, and after the cutscene I will explain my thoughts on Final Fantasy XIII 2, because that's pretty much what's going on in the story so far, and I really can't explain anything else.
Who are you?
Where do I start? I've got a few screws loose, but I'm a lassie, same as you.
Hmm?
Difference being, I wasn't born on Cocoon.
What?
I'm from Grand Pulse, the world below you all hate so much. My partner and I turned to crystal there and gone to sleep. But when we came around, here we were. The reason Cocoon's in such an uproar is the same reason you're here now. Vanille and I woke up.
Evacuation protocol. You will be moved to a secure location.
Sanctum follows Foul Sea orders. It's not just after the sea. They'll target civilians and purge everyone who's a threat.
And more innocents get killed.
You can't take the blame for that.
Someone has to.
We can still save them. We let loose and bring the army to us.
Draw their fire?
I'm supposed to protect you. I can't let this happen.
These army guys and
It's a tough call, that's for sure. Only one choice, I guess. I try to save everyone. So, Hope, are you with me on this? You just need to look out for yourself.
Okay, the stuff that I mentioned about the dummy stuff just happened now, so I did some kind of jet lag. I apologize, but anyway, you already saw it. I explained it, so you were prepared for it, I guess. Anyway, so my thoughts on Final Fantasy XIII 2. Oh, by the way, if you're wondering why I'm not explaining anything, because pretty much what I just explained in a few minutes ago just happened, so I kind of went ahead. But anyway. So Final Fantasy XIII 2 apparently is coming out later on this fall in Japan and early next year in America. So probably the same date as it came out in, like 13 it came out in America March 2010. So it probably will come out March 2012 or something like that. But anyway, so a lot of info is aired about it. Like there's a new character called Noel Christ, I think, or Christ. I don't know. His last name is Jesus Christ's last name. So yeah, Noel Christ. He looks like, in my opinion, a Kingdom Hearts version of a Final Fantasy character, and I'm not really liking that. Like, so far, I will say my overall impressions of Final Fantasy XIII are not good, okay? At this point, I'm expecting the sequel to fail miserably, and if you're wondering why, it's because I'm kind of turned off of what they're doing so far. Like, the battle system, it just, oh crap, cutscene.
Not good.
Is there a problem? Now why don't you just calm down? Now what's going on?
I've got you.
I am a Pulse Lassie! I'm here to kill you all!
What are you doing?
Clearing the area. They'll open fire on a crowd. Doesn't matter who dies, just wipe them all out.
Hey. You okay?
Leave her alone!
See, scum! Save the girl! Call the army!
Don't you touch her!
Protect Cocoon!
It's okay! You're okay now!
This is our town! Get out of here!
Oh, great.
You better run, Lassie scum! No mercy! We can take him! Why'd you have to ruin it? Kill the Lassie! I'm not afraid of you.
Help us.
Magic!
We don't stand a chance! We can't fight that! I'm sorry.
Time to go!
Stop them! Empty those clips! Fire!
So after this cutscene, I'll talk about Final Fantasy XIII too. Yes, there's a lot of cutscenes, but that's good because I want to get this chapter over, this half-fast chapter.
We gotta stay ahead of him. We walk from here.
So, actually, I really can't even talk about 13-2 because this chapter's gonna end, or this part's gonna end in less than 20 seconds, because after this 20 seconds of gameplay, there's another cutscene. So, stay tuned for part 51, where I talk about my overall impressions of Final Fantasy XIII 2, and after that I'll explain more about what the hell's going on in Chapter 7, so stay tuned for all that fun stuff.
Felix Heights is that way, right? Still pretty far. A great place for family living. So they say. Looks like it actually might be, huh?
Yeah, well, the Sea don't have family.
Hey, listen to me, kid. I'm an orphan. I barely got to know my family. But someday, I'm gonna have my own. Once I save Sarah and protect Cocoon.
How exactly?
It's a good question. I want to do what's right, but everyone hates l'Cie. Kinda hard to help someone that's trying to kill you. It'll be tough. But everything will work out in the end. As long as we stay together and hold on to hope.
We don't have any! Well, l'Cie's only hope is a quick death!